There are truths we avoid, not because they are unknown, but because they are unbearable. We look away from the mirror when it shows us our weakness. We drown out silence because it forces us to face the noise within. But Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, guardian of the empire and servant of wisdom, did not look away. He wrote not to impress the world, but to survive it, to discipline his mind, to fight the war inside. Not with swords, but with reason. Not to conquer lands, but to conquer himself. And what he left behind were not just meditations. They were warnings, reminders for the brave, for those willing to bleed for clarity, for those willing to abandon comfort in search of truth. These are 25 brutally honest Stoic reminders from Marcus Aurelius. They are not gentle. They will not coddle you, but they may just save you. 1. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Death is not far. It never was. Yet we pretend. We live as if we are immortal fools. This moment is all we are guaranteed. What you do now must be worthy of your final breath. 2. It is not death that a man should fear, but never beginning to live. Avoiding fear is easy. Avoiding regret, that is impossible for the coward. We fear the wrong things. Living without purpose is worse than dying without warning. 3. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. You suffer, not because the world is cruel, but because your judgment is weak. Train your perception. Not everything deserves your emotion. Few things do. 4. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This is not just philosophy. This is survival. Control is an illusion, except in the mind. That's where the war is won. 5. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. We talk and talk and talk until the truth becomes noise. Virtue needs no speech. Let your actions scream in the silence. 6. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Feed your mind poison and you become it. Feed it discipline, clarity, and resilience, and you become free. 7. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive. Not everyone woke up today. You did. And you're wasting it on distraction? You owe life more than that. 8. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. The Stoic does not pretend harm doesn't exist. He simply refuses to hand over his peace to it. 9. Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. Offense is not inflicted. It is accepted. You are not a victim unless you choose to be. 10. Don't hanker after what you don't have. Desire is a form of slavery. To need less is to become invincible. 11. Just that you do the right thing. The rest doesn't matter. Not the outcome. Not the applause. Not the recognition. Right is enough. Let the world burn, but never let yourself betray what is right. 12. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Hurt people hurt others. The Stoic does not return fire with fire, but with stillness. That's the difference between the mob and the master. 13. Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up. We keep searching out there, money, praise, love. But strength? Strength is found where few dare look, within. 14. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. A fractured soul fractures the world. Align yourself and watch the chaos outside lose its grip. 15. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. You are not a slave to narratives. Let them pass. Truth is not loud, it is still and deep and often unwelcome. 16. How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything which happens in life. The wise expect hardship. They greet misfortune like an old friend, because pain reveals what comfort never could. 17. Receive without pride, let go without attachment. Everything is borrowed, your possessions, your body, even your breath. Hold nothing too tightly. Grip life with an open hand. 18. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Obstacle is opportunity in disguise. Only the undisciplined curse the mountain. The Stoic climbs it. 19. A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions. Want small things, become small. Want truth, virtue, mastery, and you may just touch the eternal. 20. Let not your mind run on what you lack. Abundance begins with awareness. Gratitude isn't weakness, it's control. It's how you silence the hunger that never ends. 21. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Hold yourself to the fire, not the world. Demand discipline from yourself. Offer patience to others. That is strength without arrogance. 22. Whatever happens to you has been waiting to happen since the beginning of time. You are not cursed. You are not special. You are simply human, and fate plays no favorites. Accept it. Respond with virtue. 23. No man is hurt but by himself. No betrayal, no loss, no humiliation can break you unless you hand them the key. The real wound is self-inflicted. 24. Today I escaped anxiety, or no, I discarded it because it was within me in my own perceptions, not outside. Anxiety is not a storm, it is a fog, and you clear it not by fleeing, but by seeing. You are the one keeping it alive. 25. Stop whatever you're doing for a moment and ask yourself, am I afraid of death because I won't be able to do this anymore? Let that question haunt you. Let it cleanse you. If what you're doing right now isn't worth dying for, why are you doing it at all? Marcus Aurelius didn't write these words for applause. He wrote them in the middle of war, surrounded by betrayal, sickness, and death. He wrote them not to conquer others, but to conquer himself. And now they are yours, not to admire, not to quote, but to live. Because Stoicism is not a shield, it is a blade. It cuts through illusions, false comforts, ego, and fear. It leaves you bare but unbreakable. Silent but strong, alone but free. We are not owed peace, we must earn it, and every day is another battle. Every moment another test. You are not here to feel good. You are here to be good, to fight, to rise, to become what you were meant to become, regardless of pain, loss, or fate. So let this be your reminder. The Stoic path is not easy. It's just worth it.